Did it do it automatically?
No, it's going live now. Hello, everyone. We're trying a new thing out today. It's all about just getting to know each other, I guess.
I'm just going to go and share around Facebook so we can get a nice big audience. This is the first time we're doing a
Live feed via YouTube. Very exciting days. So while we get out there,
where are we? You need to share.
I'll share a link there now.
Where are you sharing the link?
On Psychic Mix Spiritual Group.
Learning all this new technology.
Let's go.
Keep talking, baby. Keep
I am. All about it. We can't see what's going on, whether people are coming in or not.
I'll do this side. You just keep talking.
Okay. I've shared it again on Psychic Mix Spiritual Group. Just wait for admins to approve it. Okay, let Arcadian Star know you are here by saying hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Psychic Mix. Glad to be part of the team. You know, both my lovely partner and I had so much going on today. You know, we live on a nice little fishing village on the most southern part of Africa. And it's absolutely amazing. It was absolutely amazing today. Nice hot weather. What temperature would you say it is today?
Oh, it's nice and warm.
Nice and warm. It must be at least 30 degrees.
Baby.
Yes.
I have to share this.
Yeah.
But Psychic Mix Spiritual Group hasn't approved it yet.
They have.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So tell them about Psychic Mix, what it's all about.
Well, Psychic Mix in itself is a platform that employ a lot of different psychics globally. And the best part about it is that the first 3 minutes that you come in, it's absolutely free. There's no obligation to purchase a reading. If it resonates with you, then you engage with the psychic of your choice and in essence go a little bit further and a little bit deeper in life. But
Michael?
This is...
What? It's live. I'm going to share it now.
Oh, okay. Are you sharing
so
it?
You just got to carry on talking.
Well, let's talk about romance. Let's talk about romance. You know, so often in life, we get involved with these little relationships or big relationships. And what actually happens is a lot of people get physical before intimacy, before that stage of acquaintance in life. And it really comes with quite a negative impact, because naturally we like people through genetic. In essence, if my wife is tall and I'm short, I'm attracted to her. You know, that genetic attraction. And what happens is when you take contrabands or you take alcohol, you end up spending a night with someone, and you wake up the next day and it's like, oh my hat, what's going on? You know, because you haven't had that time to have that moment where you just get to know each other, get to know what's right and what's wrong, get to know their bad moods, their good moods. And invariably, in my experience, what happens is when you get involved with these type of relationships, then down the line, when you have children, when you got mortgages, when you have all those things in life, it becomes a problem, because you didn't have that first time or those first moments to sniff each other out. So just to keep that in mind next time you out there and you want a longevity in a relationship, get to know each other, get to know one another, and everything will work out in the best way possible.
So tell people, how does the energy, I can't remember.
Well, there's a very interesting part over this weekend. We had Venus that went into Scorpio on Saturday, and today is supposed to bring back a lot of what we can call creativity. And that's going to really filter out towards the end of the week. But if you want to get your goals and aspirations and desires and bring them into reality, then, this until Wednesday, Thursday, this is the time to do it. But while we're here, please, everyone, if you can just pop a comment. I know this is a new platform that we're trying out. So...
And I'm sharing.
Stars sharing away.
Psychic
Please
sharing.
pop a comment in the live stream section in YouTube, and we can answer the questions that you may that are taxing you as a person. Giuseppe Spadone is in the house. Hello, Giuseppe. Look what we've got for you. Isn't that beautiful?
And we've also now got a link to sending things to the UK through a courier company.
Yeah.
Which means it keeps our costs really low and we can get anything out. So one of the things which we're going to start selling is we're going to start getting Psychics by the Sea mugs.
Yeah, but this specific one is for the legend in the house. He's a legend, absolute legend.
Is that Count Marco?
Yeah.
Okay, Count Marco. I'd love to interview him.
Yep.
I would. Okay, so
what's going on? There are 6 people watching.
Yes, you
but
can
there's
carry
no
on.
Comments. While we're waiting for a question to come out. Oh, this is so much fun today. At least we're trying. If you don't try new things, there are people. Stormy, I know you're watching. Let's see, because she's come there, she's liked the group, and let's see if a comment comes up.
Let's try this out. Okay.
And we're really in no rush. We've got a good hour plus to give our time to everyone. So we'll be able to get to everyone that needs a question asked. I'm pretty confident in that. Stormy Labanskaski. Stormy, you need to go to this link here.
Yeah.
I'll post the link below. Click on that link and you'll be able to write a comment
on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay. I'm doing it to all our local groups.
But while we get there, Stormy wrote, not sure where to pop a message here, but please, if you see this, may I have a card? Of course you may have a card. I wonder if I just make that big. That's not going to work.
But that's nice like that. Don't worry, the people will come.
Yeah, I know that, but I like to keep both screens. We've got both screens. We've got the Facebook open and the YouTube channel open. So Stormy, a card for you. Storm's in a relationship.
I don't know, ask her.
Tell me, Stormy, are you in a relationship at the moment? Because there is definitely a lot of emotion going around with a certain specific person, and in essence, love, Weren't we talking about that this weekend, all about love? So just connect with that. And in essence, there will be a celebration in place. And this signifies that in life, when you have a partnership, or if you want to meet someone, that you're almost claiming your preordained destiny. So don't be scared of it. If you're in a relationship, then it most certainly means that second stage of a second honeymoon period will be coming your way, which is absolutely fantastic. I wish I had a second honeymoon with my wife, or the honeymoon period. That fun time when you get to know each other.
My computer is totally spinning out.
It's spinning out.
Yeah,
freaking out.
It's nice to see you talk.
Yeah. If you haven't liked the channel yet, please click on the subscribe subscribe
I've
section.
just got 2 groups to post it
Okay,
in.
then you can be back and we can do our thing. See what's happening here, Star.
Yeah.
We've got this video section, and then I'm just explaining to my partner, and then we've got the live feed up.
Yes.
So they can write there.
Oh, tell them that they just have to, they
Claire, thank you. Claire wrote, hi, watching your YouTube, but don't know how to message. Hope you are both well, and I would love a card if drawn. Take care. Lots of love and light.
tell them that on YouTube they write underneath.
Claire, on the YouTube channel, all you do is write it on the link below. So if you click in and open up another browser and you're watching YouTube directly, that's how you can do it. Or you can leave it on the Facebook group Psychic Mix by the Sea. We'll also pick it up there. We've got both pages open. But you would love a card. All right, let's get to it.
No, she's single. Okay, no, she's not going to be single for much
longer. Oh, then you're most certainly not going to be single for much longer, Stormy. Most certainly. But be creative about it. Sometimes we have to start embrace new ideas. We get caught in a certain rut, and from time to time, if we want to have that wonderful relationship, we need to get out of our comfort zones. Claire, for you, a card for you. Oh, wow, look at that. This is all about renewed energy, and it's more than just physical energy. It's about truly being, when one is totally gone through so much in life that you're comfortable with your insecurities. I know there's triggers at the moment, as we can see in this card here. There are some triggers that come by, and but if you just practice the stop process, stop, take a deep breath, observe what is going around you, so you can get your thoughts and your body to have that wonderful symbiotic relationship that God intended them to have, and then just process it from there. But indefinitely for you, there are places that you are going, and you're going to be very bold about it. I'm also shown that there's a relationship at hand where there's a soul contract. Sometimes people come into our lives, they come into our lives just to irk us and irritate us. But when this specific card comes up, and relationships, and it doesn't mean that the partner that you're involved with, but a relationship, we can learn things from any person. We can learn a life trait from our children. We can learn a life trait from our fathers and mothers, even animals. You can learn a trait from them, and they all in essence have souls. That's the way I believe it. And when you got soul contracts with different types of people, they come into our lives so we can face our shadow selves, learn from it, so we can be congruent, be the best version of ourselves. So Claire, that one was for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if it resonated or not. I think it did.
Why don't you pull some power cards?
Some power cards for Claire.
And then also for Stormy.
It's okay to say no in life. Okay, let's just open that. This is all very confusing.
It's okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Please bear with us while we're learning all of this. But it's quite intriguing. So Claire, it is okay to say no in life. Don't get people to force or manipulate you to make decisions that you're not comfortable with. We think out of 3 aspects in our life. It's either your mind, your heart, or your gut. And if you're confused or in conflict about making a decision in life currently or down the line, have an internal vote. Your gut, in essence, is a combination of your heart and your mind. If your mind's saying one way and your heart's going this way, then what does your gut tell you? Does your gut say go with it? Then have that 3-way vote and go with that decision, and you'll see it will be quite a helpful tool to use in the future.
Okay,
all right.
I'm messaging you here. Seems you haven't got the comments. Okay. You know what I think we should do?
Mm?
I think we should go back to
The
cut
Facebook.
this and go to the Facebook page. We'll be there. People can find us there.
Okay. Please don't go away. We're going to cut this stream. We'll be back literally in 1 minute. And
On Psychic Mix.
On Psychic Mix Spiritual Group. So if you're not a member of Psychic Mix Spiritual Group yet, please just subscribe to the channel. And there are people coming in, Love Live.
Wow.
Hello. There we go. Okay. So it took us a little bit of time to get in there. Hi, Love. How may we help? Have you got a question that you need helping with? Something that is dire in your life that you need a bit of guidance? Claire just wrote, wow, that is definitely true, working on my spiritual relationship and just want to be a bearer of light. Absolutely fantastic. I hope it resonated. Love, thank you for subscribing. What is your question? What is troubling you? We've got a range of tarot cards. Absolutely amazing. And we're very good. We've been doing this for many, many years. So, Love, okay, will I be able to pass my CPA exam this May while working in a audit firm? Love, you pop into on the messaging system quite often, and now you know what I look like and how I speak with our accent. It's lovely to hear you here, have you here, and also lovely to see that you're supporting the live streams as well. Will you pass your CPA exams? Well, I'm shown that there's going to be a turning point in your life. But in essence, the journey that you have is protected from any harm. But once that has been said and done, that you also need to embrace it and create a balance with everything. And if you can do that, then growth is in scope. And not just physical growth, emotional growth, which will allow you to, in essence, have new beginnings. So yes, you will most certainly pass, provided you apply yourself and keep a good balance in life. If you can do that, then you will pass. I have faith in you.
Oh, it's working.
Yeah.
It is working, except for me. I'm not working
Amber
today.
Beer, is there any message for me?
Amber Beer.
Okay, we're going to pass that on to our lovely, talented star. And I'm just going to go.
Technology wasn't working for me,
Yeah.
but I've shared it in all the beautiful places that people know us, and I'm sure that it's being shared. We just have to get used to this new technology, don't we? I mean, This week I joined TikTok and didn't know what I was doing, and then I got into it. And it's really important because people need help all over the world at the moment. People are going through extreme things. They're in the cocoon, ready to bust out as a beautiful butterfly.
You got Amber View.
Hello.
Asked for a message, and then Giuseppe Spadone.
Giuseppe.
Yeah.
How does Spirit say I address future challenges?
Amber.
First, Amber. Let's have a look here. So lovely to see everyone.
So we got this channel here.
Yes.
And then we got that one over there.
I saw.
So you just click on the comments and then direct them from there to there.
Okay, that's great. We'll get there. Amber, are there any messages for me here? Okay, yes, I'm shown that something is going to happen, which is going to shift business or career a step forward in the right direction. It's been building up for quite a bit, and now that next step is going to be taken. There looks like there's going to be a legal contract that's going to be signed. Something legal is coming along, and this is going to take you on a new journey, a journey into the unknown, where you are asked to have self-confidence and self-worth and be assertive. There is no time to lose. There is no reason why you should hold back at all. You are going to be absolutely where you're meant to be. It's going to be a case of you going, oh, eventually, now I understand why everything happened the way that it was, because this is the result that's happened. There are some decisions that you're going to have to make. You are going to have to step outside your comfort zone, and you're going to be thinking about things a lot. But don't worry, everything which you think is going to hold you up is not going to hold you up, basically because you've grown so much and you have a very positive outlook on life. So whenever you feel fear, insecurity, problems or worries like that, this is where you step up to the plate and you are going to be successful and victorious. I do think you need an angel card. It's all about, I know it's all back to front, manifesting exactly what it is that you're wanting and embracing your femininity. It's all about woman, wife, sisterhood, being feminine. So be creative. You don't have to be all tough and strong. Just do what life asks you to do as time goes by. And you need to face your adversities. All right? So don't worry about things. Step up to the plate and believe in yourself, and everything's going to work out beautifully. Okay, let's have a look at Giuseppe. How best does Spirit say I address future challenges? Well, first of all, if you can see that you've got future challenges coming up, you need to shift this direction with your mind. Obviously, if you can face worst case scenario and work out how you would deal with that, then that takes a lot of the fear away, okay? But I would, if you think you're going to have future challenges, divert it with your mind so that you can create the miracles that you need. And you are stronger than you thought. You've actually got a lot of good energy working with you, and good fortune is going to be around you. I'm seeing that it's a difficult place. There's some very real hardships which are happening, but a dream of yours is going to become a reality, a small emotional dream, something that you're wanting is going to occur. And there also seems to be some karmic energy from the past. This could also be through your bloodline, where the buck stops with you. So any challenges that you're facing will be connected to past life energy. So don't be reactive, be observant. You are wise beyond your years. Your life is eternal. But I am showing that there are some vacuums in your life. And remember, the universe doesn't like vacuums. So if you've got these blobs of dark energy, which you feel like you're going to be approaching, embrace them with light and learn the lesson from them. But I really don't think they're a massive thing. There's a lot of things coming. There might be a few challenges, but you need to talk about it because you will get the answers from Spirit through other people. I'm shown that very soon you are going to be feeling motivated and inspired, but very emotional at the same time. But this is because you are so on your spiritual journey right now, and that you need to aim for success. You need to smash the glass ceiling of what you are attempting and see beyond. And my throat is going because I'm speaking to such an evolved soul.
You know, with cognitive behavioral therapy, Giuseppe, with CBT, and people face hardships in life. They happen, you know, it's life. But the key point, and I can't stress this enough, that when a milestone is met, doesn't matter how big or small, and it doesn't matter how you reward yourself, but you must reward yourself, because when you reward yourself, inside our mind, you have different types of enzymes or peptides that gather. You also have your dopamine, your serotonin, your oxytocin, and all that type of stuff. But the dopamine one is important. When you reward yourself, the dopamine pops. And when it pops with positivity, you start to enjoy the journey. Not only that, when you're happy and you've got that happy juice flowing around, you can put yourself in a mental environment where before the problem is in a small box like this, now it's in a big box and there's a lot of space around it. And it makes the journey a lot, or the challenges, a little bit less taxing on us as people.
Yeah, that sounds very good. You're very right. And
I know I'm right, I'm an ecologist.
if you get one little goal and you reward yourself, it's like giving yourself a pinprick. And you will start to anticipate the really good stuff coming. So don't forget, I know you know this, but smash that glass ceiling as well and start to visualize
it out of the park.
bigger things. You are important. You are really important. And you've got the most fantastic brand.
Oh, absolutely.
And this can go, just think of the people you can help.
So we got Joe's in the house. Joe's Mystics in the house.
Hello, first time viewer. Nice to see you. Okay, we've got some people here. Claire, welcome. Quickly. I'm just going to go through some of the people. No, but you wanted to know something in particular. Could you see me moving into a family home? Been waiting for 2 months. Okay, this is, I like to show you the card, accept what is dying. So yes, you are going to be moving into a new family home. I'll tell you why as well quickly. Because there's going to be a whole radical shift of energy. And the first place it happens is in the place that you live. So your perfect place hasn't yet come. Trust in the divine plan that the place is coming very, very soon. Okay. Yes, it's taking a step in a positive direction. So just have patience. If I were you, I'd go into the festive season and bring a lot of love and joy into your home. Remember, the tree is the pagan symbol of evergreen, everlasting life. So if you have a Christmas tree this year, when you put your baubles on the Christmas tree, everyone make a wish, okay? And each bauble is a wish that you want to make for the year ahead. So instead of just having Father Christmas and reindeer in your homes this festive season, bring as much spirituality as you can as possible. The sparkles, that's spirit. Whenever you see that glint of a sparkle in your eye, that is spirit communicating with you. Okay, I just want to have a look at Susan. Is there anything regarding relationship for me, please, Arcadian and Star? Embrace your womanhood. You need to turn inwards. You need to know what it is that you want. If things are going a little bit sideways as far as relationship goes, it means there's something going sideways in your brain. Okay, it means your thoughts are not clear and directed, so you're getting a glimpse in your reality field. There's something which needs to be sorted out. I'm also shown that you need to take life with a sense of enchantment. Okay,
enchantment.
So fairies, everything's working for me. You've got to get rid of those negative aspects where you're looking at yourself. I'm not worthy. Maybe he doesn't love me.
Yeah, get creative, girl. You know, sometimes we think things happen in life and it's like, oh, it's the end of the world. But sometimes they happen because there's something better waiting for you.
And relationships, as long as there's not addiction issues and as long as there isn't abuse, if you've got those problems, you need to go get professional counseling. But if it's just a case that you keep on arguing with each other, what happens is we get into a habit where our love life becomes arguments. And you know why? Because we're so conditioned to believe in fear from like the media and the newspapers. Don't you know that the little puppy, the little dog that gave birth to puppies at the dog show is not an important story as the person that got murdered round the corner? Fear. The newspaper headlines grab us. And from there, it goes all the way down till eventually your comfort zone becomes fear. So in your relationship, you end up arguing because you like that feeling of being unhappy.
Yeah,
scared.
Yeah. Well, we got Joe Mystics, who's written on the YouTube channel, which is Psychics by the Sea. And she's written, where are things headed between me and Brent? ? Will we meet up today? And from a tarot perspective, you know, you evidently into tarot by your name. This signifies or suggests that you're very intuitive yourself. So I'll leave that card with you.
Well, you haven't told her what it means.
Well, it means a celebration.
No, but everybody has their own interpretation.
Well, what would you say to
this?
Yeah.
I would say, well, first of all, I looked at another card, and at the moment, Brent is feeling a little bit out of sorts. I don't know if he went out last night and had too much to drink. I don't know if he's feeling put on the spot or he's feeling irritated, but this feeling needs to pass. You need to be patient. You need to slow life down because we want a miracle to happen here because obviously you really like him a lot. And the card that was shown, Arcadian showed, for me symbolizes long-term relationship, even marriage. You have to understand that human beings are very complex creatures. And as women, we feel that love energy a lot quicker than men do. You could end up seeing him, but what I would really advise you, if you really want to see him, is you send him a text message out of the blue, something uplifting, something motivational, not expecting anything in return. So you don't mention seeing him, and you don't mention how much you love him and you need him and you miss him, because that's all you draining. Out of the blue, give him a big shock and just say, you know what? I just want to tell you that I'm really proud of you. And I really admire you for who you are as a person. Don't ever change. I hope your day's going well. If not, I'm always here to listen, but I just wanted to send you some positive energy. And the minute you use the word energy in a text message, it shifts a guy's mind where it's like, oh, energy.
Yeah.
And if he thinks, oh, airy fairy, then he's not for you. But if he's lacking energy, he's going to want it.
Joe wrote there, we have a business going on today.
We have business going on today.
Yeah, at the moment he's a little bit blinded and a little bit caught up.
Can't see a way forward.
A little bit caught up in stress.
Because, if you're a spirit person, if you're a spiritual person, it's very difficult to sit with the format of the 9-to-5 life. Okay, because your moods come and go. You get very influenced. You're very in tune to the planets, very in tune to the moon cycles and to the elements. So he's having a little bit of an off period. This is going to shift. If you can sit for another hour or two and just wait, his mood will certainly shift. And focus on prayer. Obviously, by your name, Joe's Mystics, you are a very spiritual person. So don't forget to ask for what it is that you want to happen, and then just sit back on your magic carpet and allow it to happen.
And then Sandy H wrote a question about career.
Sandy?
Just click that X there where it says Susan. No, I'll do it. Where is it?
Susan, there we go. Is there anything we've done, Susan, regarding relationship?
Yeah, there.
And then Sandy, hello, Arcadian. Grateful for some guidance on my career, please. I'm at a temporary job since last year and I'm looking for something better. Good for you. That's the first step.
Sandy, just from a normal point of view, get working on your CV, make it pop, make it exciting.
Put a paragraph in there or a quotation of something you believe in. Remember, there's key words that you need to start using. Words are power. So don't just leave your CV like it is, right?
Yeah, get some friends to review it and get it out there. Even if you get an agent to look for work on your behalf, opposed to you running around and doing everything. That might even be a better option. But if it's going to be successful for you at the moment, it's all about that, good fortune and taking chances in life. And it's good to dream and it's good to work. And what you're doing at the moment is you're building up credibility, which is absolutely fantastic.
And you're believing in yourself.
And not only that, you're in a temporary position for such a long time, which means they value you. That's a very key point. It means you're good at what you do.
So you've got this idea, your heart and your gut is telling you that you want shift in your career, you want to grow. So you've put that idea out there. Okay. So you need to tonight really focus on that thought. And if I were you, during this week, find yourself a beautiful notebook and write down the things that you want. It's really important as spiritual beings living this human experience that we learn the power of our own handwriting. And if you bring it down from the heaven down onto the written word, just like the monks used to do, just like the witches used to do, it's very important. But to get people to do that, they would rather wonder, isn't it? Without a doubt, something very unique and special is coming. Now you get given the fishing rod, but you've got to go out and look outside the box. If you're going onto search engine portals, don't just look under the career that you've been in. Like if you were in admin, also look under other job areas. Make sure that to manifest what it is you want, you need to immerse yourself in the job market and have fun doing it. Just like Buddha, the most important thing is that you laugh while you're doing the journey. Don't take anything too seriously, especially not yourself.
She's spot on there.
Okay, so Susan asked us about relationship, and she says, thank you, Star and Arcadian, so very true. The fear is I have to let go, as that was my spouse. The things regarding addictions is my oldest son. I have to let him go, as, let me just take this away, as he needs rehab. Beautiful temptation.
Susan, let me first off, everyone who doesn't know, I'm a certified ecologist and I specialize in cognitive behavioral therapy. When it comes to issues with drug addiction, you really need to set up boundaries. And it doesn't mean that you don't love the people, you're letting them go. You can engage in conversations, you just don't entertain it. You don't enable them. Also, there is a difference between physical boundaries and emotional boundaries. Physical boundaries are who you allow in your space. And I think that's what you're trying to say in your comment. You want to separate yourself from your child. That in itself is physical boundaries, but you can still engage with your child by setting up emotional boundaries where you don't take on their burdens. So if they come there and they're feeling a little bit, you can see they got high, or maybe they did a bit of coke the night before, or H, or whatever it is that they're into it, smoked a little bit of pot. You can put up your emotional boundaries and say, that is your burden to carry, and that's your life path. I'm here, I love you, I care about you, but until you change, people only change.
So you want help.
Yeah, people only change when the desire to change exceeds the desire to remain the same. I'll tell you a story and it will resonate. So please listen. And last night I came back, we played a snooker competition and our child won the competition. I was so ecstatic. And my wife said, if you have a brandy.
No, not if you have a few brandies.
If you have a few brandies, do not come looking.
Well, because a beer is okay, but when he's on brandy.
Yeah. So in any event, I was with my friends, we had a few toots, and I came back and I said, oh, girl, you're so wonderful. And she said, hand was up. But she set an emotional boundary. She engaged in a conversation, but did not entertain it. So the next time I go out and I play the monthly snooker competition with my son, I'll make sure that my desire to change has exceeded the desire to remain the same. And my traits and my personality and my cognitive way of doing things will change to suit her needs, because she's made it very clear on her emotional boundaries. I hope I explained that right.
You
and
did.
I've done it from an experience that we've had.
And Susan, what I'd like to say to you is, if you go to psychicmix.com, you will see that you can contact me, Star, on the back end, and I will gift you an astrology for your son. Okay.
Oh, and she's very good at it.
And that'll tell you what's actually going on around him. I just want to have a look at a few cards for him. Let your son know that you've got your boundaries up, but when he needs help, when he's ready, that you're there for him. And that's when you pick up the phone and you book him and you get him sorted. But another thing I'd like to suggest to you is that you Google Al-Anon, which is for members of a family which have got someone who's got an addiction problem. It can be anything, any addiction.
It's a global organization, and they have support structures in place, even so much so when interventions are needed.
And that means that you don't feel so helpless. And you're not the first person, you're not the last person that has to go through this. And it's really upsetting seeing a family member that's having to go through something like this. He's got a lot of emotional baggage. There's stuff that he's running away from. There's an addiction, but also there's stuff that he's trying to block out the pain for. But I do see that a turning point is coming up now. But at the moment, it feels like a bit of a stalemate. Keep your mind focused on a shift coming. Sit on the edge of your bed, and I think I've told you this before. Ask your angels to guide you forward. You're in a brilliant state of mind, Susan, for dealing with someone who's got an addiction problem. Because to turn away from your child is the hardest thing you can ever do. But the very fact that you're realizing that if you don't play into this, and that's basically what Al-Anon will tell you, that you don't respond, you don't play into it. But to ease your mind as a mother, tell him that if he ever does need the help, he can come to you and you'll be there, because he's out of control. Yes, I'm showing conversation is important. If you have him on WhatsApp, don't entertain the whole mother-child scenario where you're arguing backwards and forwards or asking him how he's doing. But every now and then, send him something motivational, something that just makes him go, oh, because nothing is more powerful than the words of a mother. So go to psychicmix.com and I will gladly get in contact with me. Remember, I'm also there for anybody who needs someone to speak to at any time. You get your 3 minutes free.
So what's your cup? And I can
Okay,
make
Monique says she loves that. She lives with her notebook and pen. Good. You know, that's my big chant at the moment, is trying to get human beings to realize the power of the handwriting and focusing on what you want.
Well, we're going to be here for some time, so let me go make a cup of coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, so you carry on, and then I'll take over.
And you bought me licorice all sorts earlier. Oh, and look what we've got. We have got an orb, even though... I wonder where that orb's coming from. Okay, so let's have a look here. It's raining wisdom on your channel. It's so much fun to do this. So yes, the sooner us as human beings, I'll tell you what I've had to do with my own personal Facebook. That people which profess to be love and light, and a lot of them are in this industry, they are swearing and they're getting aggressive. I mean, you just have to write the words Trump and you get this barrage of people and negativity all over the news feed. Where Trump is this and Trump is that. And they're being just as bad as him. And every time you talk and you bring this cesspit of darkness, you're keeping it in the human matrix. So rather scroll and move on if you don't appreciate that's what's being said, and don't get sucked in by the darkness. Okay, Monique, I would love to pull a card for you. So I want you, Monique, as a very evolved person, and because we've got 2021 starting, start writing down just 3 main things that you want to manifest in the next 3 months or the next 6 months. You can decide. And then you write these down in your notebook that you've got, and then do squiggles and flowers and hearts and decorate it and close the book. And then just keep on having a look at it. And no matter what it is that you want week to week, big things, small things, start to look around at what is manifesting in your matrix field that you've thought about. Because the veil is now getting very thin and we are able to manifest so much quicker. But as I said earlier, we do get caught up in fear-based realities. Even not being secure inside ourselves is a bit of a fear-based reality. You're definitely a spiritual person, Monique, because my throat seizes up like it did with Giuseppe. So if you're watching this, psychicmix.com is the website. That is where we are morning, noon, and night. We're having some amazing people connecting with us. I love the website. I love doing these videos. If you look on every Tuesday on Psychic Mix Spiritual Group, we post, I do the star signs. Just a quick fix for people just to go in there and get their little, their little push of spirituality. And you can find me on TikTok. I think I'm Psychic Star. Psychic Star Brown, one of the two.
Psychic Star Brown.
And it's so much fun. But as I say, you have to get to learn about it. Okay, Monique, you're speaking my language. Literally no one else understands why I do this and think I'm weird. I know. You could be sitting where I am. You are one of the people which is going to manifest this new reality into being. And as soon as you start to look at it and start to look at coincidences, sometimes you'll get like 5 in a row. I know you're obviously getting the double numbers on the clock, like the 1111s, 222s. You're getting the feather on your path, the little insect that flies, and you're starting to notice the signs that accompany you. And that is you moving to 5D reality. 3D reality, it's the house, the dog, the dinner, the light bulb. 5D is when you start to go into this slipstream, and I call it God spots, these little moments, and you'll also start to connect with your tribe. Because Monique, if you came over here for coffee now, I know you would love the dogs, you'd love the crystals, you'd like the books, you'd be beautiful to speak to because you've sorted out all your crap. You are not walking around as a victim, and you're not walking around as Mrs. Confident, but you also haven't got a lack of self-confidence either. The turning point is here for you concerning things which have caused you pain. Just go with the flow. The journey is a little bit slow at the moment. It's going at the pace it's meant to. put the brakes on and go with the timing of the universe, because the universe operates a lot slower than earthly time. There is some form of online communication that's going to come your way, and gently, you're being told to have patience. Don't stand in your own way. Don't have preconceived ideas how a particular situation is going to play itself out. Be grateful for what you have in the moment, which will create more gratitude around you, and don't try to rush through things. I do see that at times there's been some heartbreak or stress or worry. That's fine. Don't feel guilty about it. We all have biorhythms, and you've got to go with the biorhythms of what you're feeling. You don't know what's causing it. There's a lot of energy being put onto planetary influences and Venus in Scorpio and the new moon and the full moon. So operate through moon cycles. At the moment, you're going through a period where you are attracting, you are gaining, because you're going up to the full moon. And something to do with business, finance, material items is going to take a step forward in a positive direction very soon. Believe in yourself and make sure you're always taking a step back and holding your life in your hands and knowing what it is that you want.
Yeah.
You are going to have an answered prayer. And it's all about truth and integrity. And one more card, you will be blessed with all the abundance that you need. The only lack you will have will be your lack of visualizing what it is that you want. So you just carry on the path that you're on, and then keep us updated. We're here every Sunday at 4 o'clock UK time.
Yeah. We're going to be doing it through the YouTube channel. Now, Love Life wrote, isn't that sweet?
Can I ask, when you see me passing my exam, May or October? Let's have a look
here.
Know,
while you pull the cards in that, I'm a professional student, aren't I?
Oh, all the time.
You know,
like you binge watch Netflix.
I binge study.
He binge watches study, morning, noon, and night.
I have to, because there's just so much to know, and the more involved you get, and that's the more you have to study to remember it all. But with you working full time, and something that's really helped me, instead of waking up and getting all nervous, I put myself in a semi-translucent state whereby I picture myself on a beach. I run through the 5 senses. I see the beach, I smell the ocean, I feel the sand, I feel the sun, and then I'm calm. Then this is a key point, is that you do something absolutely different before you start studying. And don't go, once you've learned something.
What do you mean something different?
Well, go for a walk on the beach, go for a walk on the park. Don't get yourself so worked up with anxiety. I'm going to fail, I don't know this, I don't know that. If you do that, you're prepping yourself for, in essence, failure. But if you change your mind and the direction of your mind, and you put yourself in a happy place, take a walk, and then buckle down and study. I know it's going to be hard, it's going to be taxing, because you're working full time.
But it'll be worth it.
In the end, you're the one that's going to reward. You're going to be the one that gets the rewards for it. Trust me on that one.
Absolutely. You're not going, okay, I don't like to limit, and I don't like to play God, because you wanted to know whether it's going to be May or October. If you're not ready by May, then you're going to do it in October, okay? Just enjoy it. This is for May. May says blinded, unable to see a way forward. And then October's going big thumbs up. So maybe it's going to be in October, but you've got the whole year. Don't push yourself, punish yourself, hurt yourself. See it as a joy.
And apply yourself.
You're so lucky. I wish I was you. Do you know how lucky you are to have had this opportunity?
I don't know what you're studying, but
might be law.
No, whatever it is, just apply yourself, a little bit. And once you've done a certain module, don't go back over it, because you think that you just give it 24 hours. So you have time for your brain to process all the information.
So Joe's Mystic says we're supposed to meet by 1 p.m. Thank you so much. Hopefully he's in a very good mood. Well, I hope so too. It would have been just something that would have shifted him. So you can always say something to him, like encouraging. You don't have to spell it out for him what you heard, but a hand on the arm, and hope you're doing okay. And I was thinking about you, or giving you some really good energy. I don't know, just something like that. Okay, Monique says, most definitely will update every Sunday. Yes. Thank you for your time and light. Spirituality is a lonely journey when you don't have like-minded people with to share it. Very grateful. I'm very grateful for you today as well, because it was really lovely meeting you. And, you know, more and more of us are coming together. It's just this new technology we have to learn. Like today doing the YouTube channel, we've all got to learn this new, everything starts with the first step. Like doing TikTok. So find me on TikTok if you're on TikTok.
Sawubona Lesego.
Hello, Lesego. Hi, Star and Arc. Is my relationship in a good space? I'm in 1,000 minds about whether or not to let it go. I'm feeling a bit anxious. Oh, that's what I wanted to say to who said that they were going to be doing their exams. Love life.
Yeah.
I was going to say to you that when you feel anxious, you need to start imprinting on yourself that that is actually excitement. It's exactly the same feeling with a different name. So anything you can do to shift into the positive will take you away from negativity.
Lesego, we'll get to your question now. Please subscribe to the channel and just write underneath subscribed, and then Star will get to your reading.
Okay, let's have a look and see for Lesego. Okay, if you're in 1,000 minds about whether or not to let go, if he's driving you nuts and he's not appreciating you and there's lots of arguments and blah, 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 you just need to take a gap. Don't be too impulsive. Pull your energy back and tell him you just need a break for a couple of days. All right?
And the wonderful adverse effect of that, you know, when we look at ourselves and we say, oh, we want self-worth, we want to have self-worth, it comes at a cost of something else. Now, you want a relationship and you want it to spark and pop and be exciting. But if you take a break, it will have an adverse effect whereby that person will miss you. They'll miss what you do for them.
You can't help it because we're connected. Arcadian and I are connected by energy. Okay, so we can be arguing, and we have a break, and I don't see him for a week. And the reason why people come back together is because their energies, it's almost like an amoeba. You become one. So suddenly you pull back, and that person
is going to miss you,
who hasn't been appreciating you, and blah, 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 blah. Suddenly it's like, and for 1 day or 2 days, they can be all hardcore about it. But they will then make an excuse to get hold of you. Maybe at first they'll want to be nasty, but you have to see through that. You know,
you have to keep up with your boundaries. When you make a decision to do something in a relationship, you have to stay focused on your morals and your boundaries. So it's pointless saying I'm going to have a break from someone, and then you take the break, and then 2 days later you're like, oh, I'm missing them. You got to be very firm on your emotion, on your emotional self. You get two types in your mind. You get your wise mind, which is very rational and thinking. You got your emotional mind. Your rational mind and your emotional mind, and in the center, the wise mind. That's like the medium between the two. But what happens is you make a decision based on a rational way of thinking, and then 2 days later, and we hear it so many times, so often, and then what happens, you get all emotional, like, oh, I'm going to go see him, and then all that effort and all that pain that you've been through is for nothing. So you have to be very firm on yourself.
And be conscious. And, you know, it's easier to say for 4 days, I'm going to have a break. I need to find myself. I need to know what it is that I want, than to cause a big argument and say, I'm leaving you. And then 4 days later, you're like, oh, my God, I'm missing him. But he's not a good guy, but I'm still missing him. If you're conscious about making that break, then 4 days, 3 or 4 days is great for you. And then you come back, and if he still hasn't changed, you've at least found your power. You've gone inside, you've worked out what it is that you want. So that is what I would say. But let me just pull a card for you. Yes, I see he's a grumpy person, and I see it's taking a lot of stress, but he does adore you, absolutely does adore you. And this has happened on your path for a reason. I would say your partner needs to evolve. He needs to wake up a little bit. So give him a big shock. And don't be cruel about it, but you need time for you. You're born into this world alone, and you are allowed to take a couple of days just for you.
Yeah, of course you are.
Okay, I think that's it for now. Janine, I don't know if Janine is still here, but I'm showing you need to keep a balance between home and career. So if there's some sort of money-making venture that you've got at the moment, and it's taking up a lot of your mind, especially if there might be money problems or you're working out how to do something, Taking a break and focusing more on the home will bring you more success,
And
because
then
you'll get those beautiful
also,
ideas.
If you're watching on a different stream, you need to click on the YouTube link. And when you click on the YouTube link, you'll be able to ask a question and we can answer it.
So it's like going onto YouTube.
So you might be on a Facebook page, click on the YouTube link.
That we put with our photograph.
It will open up in a different page, and then you can leave a comment and we'll be able to answer it for you.
Okay, Lesegu, let me just, Lesegu, I need you to have some angel cards. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself as well, but forgiveness. If you can pull back, and if there hasn't been anything too drastic, I mean, like I say before, if there's an addiction or if there's abuse and he's really ignoring you, then you've got problems and you need to go get professional counseling, not from us here. But if it's a case of he's just really being a pain and he's not phoning and he's not making contact, pull yourself back, forgive him, and make him miss you.
While we're on it, Psychic Mix has got a special on, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's probably for the next 24 hours. If you use the code when purchasing some credits, TUBE, TUBE 5, then you'll get 5 free credits
when you buy 10.
When you buy 10 credits.
Oh, that's good.
That's quite good, eh?
So when people want to come and buy with me, what do they get now? They would get 5,
so
7 minutes.
If you put in 10 quid, £10,
you get 10 minutes because you get 3 free minutes.
Then you'll have the 10, and so it's close to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And so it's 17 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. Can you see why we love this company we work for? They rock. They're absolutely bestest ever.
Well, we'll be able to see the success of this, but we haven't had as many people coming in and talking, so I don't know if we're going to do YouTube next week.
No, we are.
Well, we don't know.
No.
I don't know, because I like to speak to more people. But for example, look, this is a message for all of us. Whoops. Strengthen your gifts. You see how it comes around the wrong way round? I don't know. I think it might be better if we just do it the normal way, because then we get a lot more people. We've only had a couple of people which have come on, and there could be people on all the groups that we've shared it to which didn't know how to come onto the YouTube channel.
But they will learn.
Yes, but look at this. Here I am. We're having a live argument.
There's a live debate.
Look at this. When people come on afterwards, they're not going to see it. All they see is that. Whereas normally they see the live stream.
Oh, let's click on that and see what happens.
Yes, but people don't know to click.
Oh.
And once it's over and done with, it's over and done with. So I think next week, let's do it the normal way. Okay.
No.
We'll try this during the week. Or we can do this, but I would prefer to go live. I don't like people seeing that. I like people to be able to go onto the Facebook group,
okay,
and they can see our live feed.
Well, you can see who runs this relationship.
No, I don't run it.
All right, that's us, everyone. Thank you for everyone that came in to watch the live show, and we'll see you next week, Sunday, same time and same. Well, not the same place.
We'll try. We'll do it
on the Psychic Mix group. Psychic Mix spiritual group, you'll be able to see the adverts and then see which channel to pop into. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Bye.